what's your job responsibilities as a master in a day?
Okay, so morning I check my emails and stuff like that, do a little bit of admin. I always have my 10 o'clock coffee in the engine room.
Okay.
And most of the time, the chief officer also comes down there. So 10 to 10:30, I'm sitting in the engine room and I'm chit-chatting with the engineers and stuff like that. Instead of having formal meetings and all, I find that this is a better way to get information circulated. You figure out what's going on in the engine room, what's going on deck, what these guys are doing there. Deck I already know because I've discussed with the chief officer before breakfast, okay, before he meets with the bosun. Engine room, whatever's going on, what is planned further, what may be required, what kind of planning from my side, what I want done, all that kind of stuff. It is generally informal. You're shooting the shit in the over a cup of coffee, and it works out much, much better that way. So my morning coffee is always in the engine room. My evening coffee is usually in the cruise mess room.
So with the crew,
and on my ships, I try to keep a very, very open kind of a relationship. I do not believe in strict hierarchy or anything of that sort. It is like if the second engineer needs some help and all that kind of stuff, he need not look for the chief officer. He can tell the bosun directly, or the fitter can tell the bosun.
Right.
And they'll arrange between themselves. Yeah, I have this work. I'll manage this, and I'll come to that, and all that kind of stuff. The bosun has a problem in something, he'll tell the fitter directly, and the fitter will inform the second engineer कि ये काम करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ and all that kind of thing. You know? And I am like always open. The other thing, I try not to call anybody by rank. Normally, when somebody joins my ship, I ask him, "What does your mother call you?" So not even first names, I go by nicknames.
Okay. That I think it establishes a very good openness to a person to express when you have that.
Different things work for different people.
Right.
This I find has really worked very well for me. I try to keep it extremely informal, and it's like absolutely no formalities whatsoever. You can walk in whatever time you like. Like, I never sleep. So, I mean, my door is open all the time. You come in there, I mean, anybody is free to walk in and speak their mind with no fear of reprimand. Okay,
Right.
so, I mean, okay, for people who don't know me, I look like a serious kind of a guy who, like, people don't mess around. For people who know me, I'm a teddy bear.
No, sir, but but I want to just, I had a few questions from this segment like this as a captain now, since you've been in that time of the era which we spoke about earlier in the podcast. So what are the mental challenges coming forth now more than what they were before, and what do you think as a young cadet, what are the training things which he can do for himself to cope up with the present time in your observation as a master, sir?
Okay, see, let me correlate this with a lot of things that a lot of messages which I get over the social media and stuff. There are a lot of guys who are ultra sensitive in today's date. That people don't speak to me properly, or my chief officer is abusing me, or my captain's abusing me, and this and that, and he's giving me this kind of work and that kind of work and all that kind of stuff. You're here to learn. And most of the time, my suggestion to youngsters, okay, don't go into the complaint circle. All right? A lot of times when somebody is giving you a hard time, you speak to that person in private. Go to their cabin, say, "Sir, I'm here to learn. I'm willing to do whatever work you give me. Tell me what you want out of me." And 99 out of 100 times, the problem will be solved.
Right.
Okay, it is people actually going to, should I complain about the master? Should I complain about my chief officer? Why? First speak to him. Dialogue solves most problems. There are some people who wear their ego on their shoulder. Satisfy their ego. What's the problem? You're not there married to the guy. You're not going to spend your life with him. Either he's going to sign off or you're going to sign off. Stick with it. That is what I'm saying. Do not become ultra sensitive. That is actually one of the most worrying things that I'm finding in today's generation is, oh, he told me this, or he spoke to me like that and stuff like that. Man up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. I think the sensitivity part which you rightly put.
Yes.
It's becoming more oversensitive.
Yes.
Over the time which you also
that
observe.
is actually a person. That's actually a problem now.